Hello, welcome back to Reading Tutor. Today I'd like to talk about final silent E's. When you were in school, you learned that when you add a final silent E to a word, like let's say the word is can, add the final silent E and you get cane. It turns the short vowel A to the long vowel A, or as we like to say, it lets the vowel say its name. So can turns into cane. Live, oh wait, there is no live. This doesn't spell live, but we'll come back to this one. Hide. And I know it looks like my hands are doing the wrong thing, but I'm seeing myself backwards, and I'm watching my hands, which is the wrong thing to do. So, hid, short I, add the final silent E, we get hide with the long I. Rod, with the short O, add the final silent E, and it turns into road. That's actually what we call a first job final silent E. When I tutor and when I teach, there are 5 jobs for a final silent E. That's just the first one. The second job final silent E, if we take the word live, oh wait a minute, I didn't mean to do live again. I meant live. So we take the word live, we add the final silent E because English words do not end with the letter V. And if we take the word blue, English words don't end with the letter U. So we add a final silent E. There are actually 4 letters that English words don't end with. E, I, J, and V. Something I learned recently, English words don't end in J or V because dictionary makers, the men who were compiling dictionaries in the 1800s, guys like Samuel Johnson and others, Noah Webster, decided that J looked too much like an I, V looked too much like a U, so they didn't want people getting confused, so they added that final silent E. When talking about English words don't end with I and U, there is actually one exception. There is one English word that does end with I, and it's not ski. Ski is a Norwegian word, which, okay, you can say it was adopted into English. Maybe it's an English word now, or if you're working with children, you can talk about word origins, other countries, and things like that. But like I said, one exception, there is one English word that does end with I. That's legitimate. There are actually 2 English words that do end with U. One of them is not flu. Flu is an abbreviation for influenza. And again, you can say that flu maybe has become an English word, or you can discuss abbreviations. Menu, an Italian word, okay, maybe we adopted it as an English word, or again, talking about word origins, geography, other parts of the world, languages, and things like that. The 2 exceptions to the English words don't end with U rule, one is a very common word, one is a not so common word. And there are probably some of you who figured out the 2 of the exceptions already. The rest of you, one day you'll be walking down the street and it will probably just hit you. And you go, oh yeah! But that's the second rule of a final silent E. English words don't end with U or V. Third job final silent E. Let's get the next card. The letter C says S when it's followed by E, I, or Y. Without the C, we would look at it as adults and say chank. But the C softens, the final silent E softens the C. It also softens the G. Without it, it would be larg, but now it can say large. So third job final silent E softens the C or the G. The difference between C and G is that C says S when it's followed by E, I, or Y, but G may say J when it's followed by E, I, or Y. There are words where the GE spelling still makes a hard G. Fourth job final silent E. In English, every syllable needs a vowel. Little, two-syllable words, lit and tl. Final silent E gives the second syllable that vowel. Uncle. Again, first syllable, we have a U. Second syllable is the final silent E. Fifth job final silent E is a no job E. We have the word R. This says R. This says R. Goose. Well, let's see. Goose, or is it goose? One of the no job E's, apparently, again, something I learned recently, so that people don't think that this is the plural of goo. Goose? Or goose. It's not a plural. Same with house. H-O-U-S-E, so that apparently people don't get confused if they see H-O-U-S and think house is a plural of how. Nope. H-O-U-S-E, house. Other reasons for the no job final silent E, left over from old spelling patterns, changes in pronunciation, and I think there are some cases where we just don't know. Also, talking about the final silent E, I know some teachers like to call it the magic E. It magically changes a short vowel to a long vowel. I don't like to think of it as magic. It's not magic. It's work. It's a job. We all have jobs. So does the final silent E, except for the no job final silent E, which I admit sometimes I do refer to as the lazy E. I know it's insulting. I probably shouldn't be doing it, but sometimes it just gets the better of me. So anyways, final silent E, 5 jobs. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. If you need tutoring, I'm available. Look for my contact information in the video explanation. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.